Good evening, wrestling fans. Joe Galley with you here, and this is Wrestlecade, the Supercard. of professional wrestling, coming to you live from Greensboro, North Carolina, featuring the NWA Stars of Hollywood Championship Wrestling. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 7 exciting matches for you, and 6 of them are for championships. Both NWA Power as well as Championship Wrestling from Hollywood will be featured on this card tonight. Sit back, get ready to enjoy. All right, fans, we are here for the Super Show, Super Card of Wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Heritage Championship.
Joining me here in the broadcast booth, the voice of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Jose Gonzalez. And tonight, Jose, this is a big night. There's no doubt about it. This is going to be a very big night indeed for the NWA overall, but NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, the feature. As we take a look at our first challenger tonight, the outlandish one himself, Zicky Dice. Yeah, well, Zicky's been a mainstay in Hollywood lately. I know he's been kind of poking his nose around in your neck of the woods over there in Atlanta, but he has been a mainstay in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and we expect to see big things from him in general. But tonight he's got a great opportunity to take some gold with him. Indeed, the American Heritage Championship, Tim Storm has recently claimed that title. And this will be one of his early title defenses here as we take a look at the American Heritage title, not to be confused with the NWA Heritage title. We'll see that on the line in just a few moments as well. Well, no shortage of heritage when it comes to the NWA. Well, case in point, the NWA Television Championship is going to find itself a new owner in 1 week's time as part of the NWA pay-per-view, Hard Times. A lot of top-name talents are going to be looking for that championship and the opportunity to be the man who brings it back into the forefront. Tonight we also will be crowning NWA Tag Team Champions here for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Well, we've been without tag team champions now for a little while, but that's all going to come to an end here tonight. We don't even know who the other team is that's going to be competing for those titles yet. Take a look at the American Heritage Championship here.
Introducing the challenger from Cocoa Beach, Florida, weighing in at 229 pounds, Dickie the Iceman.
Zicky Dice. Mixed reaction from the crowd here.
The champion from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 241 pounds, he is the Heritage Champion, Tim Storm.
The master of the perfect storm, and tonight he'd like the opportunity to prove it. Well, I can tell you one thing. If he hits for that perfect storm, as we've seen in the past, then he's going to take that title and keep it around his waist. If you're Zicky Dice, you have to do everything in your power to make sure that doesn't happen. American Heritage Championship is on the line. Bell sounds, action underway. And the champion, Tim Storm, wasting no time at all, bringing the fight to Zicky Dice. Well, Zicky normally the guy that'll get out the gate pretty quickly given an opportunity, but tonight that's not going to happen. We want to thank all of you fans for joining us here on the Nation Network. This is Wrestlecade. This Super Show is now officially underway. 6 out of 7 matches for championship gold. Yeah, but that one that's not is still going to be something everybody's going to want to see, because you're looking at two of the biggest men in the history of wrestling going to be going head-to-head with one another. I've heard it referred to as shades of Andre the Giant and Big John Studd, and we're going to see that. The Pierce City Bruiser going up against Watts later tonight, and that's what we're talking about. Two huge men. As Tim Storm now continues the assault on challenger Zicky Dice. Cross knee backbreaker, and Zicky's laid out. Now Tim Storm's gonna go for the quick win here. I don't think he's got him beat down enough, and he doesn't. Zicky able to kick out on the one. Zicky, not just outlandish, but he's a little bit, he's not for everybody's taste. There's no doubt about that. He can get under your skin, and I think he might have done that with Tim Storm already in some of the things he said leading up to this match. But Tim Storm is finding out that Zicky isn't all talk. He's got a lot of fight in him. Well, we've seen Zicky put some impressive wins together in recent weeks as part of both NWA Power and NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. He's not here fighting for this title by luck. He earned this opportunity. And now Tim Storm, for the first time in the match, dealing with a little bit of adversity. Nicely done right there. Zicky Dice with the neck work. Follows up with a boot, but the champion comes out the back door without any problem whatsoever. Tim Storm now, Irish whipped into the turnbuckle. Zicky Dice with a double knees to the back, and the champion wisely rolls outside the ring momentarily. Well, trying to break up the momentum is what Tim Storm did there, and that's a smart move. He should be doing that. You don't want to let a guy like Zicky Dice start putting things together, because if you do, you may be the former champion before you know it. Yeah, Zicky Dice putting the boots to Storm. Nice suplex right there, and now Zicky Dice goes for the cover, and again, not hooking the leg, you're not going to get the title that way. An easy kick out for Tim Storm on one, but he's not exactly getting back up to his feet. I think he might have lured him in there. I think Tim Storm was playing a little bit of possum with him. Saw the big elbow, or I beg your pardon, arm drag by Tim Storm. Nice move right there by Zicky. That side hip toss lands with a lot of authority. And now the champion on the apron. Here comes Zicky Dice. What's he got in mind? Went for the big right hand. Tim Storm was ready for it. Blocks it. Now he's back in the ring. And Tim Storm sends him all the way out to the floor. This North Carolina crowd is hot tonight. And Tim Storm going up to the top rope. This is not a place we're used to seeing him. And that might be the reason why right there, as he comes down and misses his target. Snake rattle and roll. This could be a new champion if he hits. Oh, I hate to say I told you so, but Zicky Dice is a guy you don't want to leave around. Shoulders are down, and we've got a new champion. Just like that. Well, that's the way you kick off an event like Wrestlecade. You put a title on the line, you give a guy an opportunity, and now you have a new champion in Zicky Dice. Well, Zicky made a name for himself on the West Coast. He's brought his game here to the East Coast, and now he has taken out a former world champion. As we take a look back on some of the moments from this one, I don't know if we'll see the finish or not. That was a big suplex right there, but it was that snake rattle and roll that Zicky Dice does so well. Variation of the Rude Awakening.
Here is your winner and new Heritage Champion, Dickie the Iceman.
Zicky Dice has earned championship gold here as part of Wrestlecade. Fans, we are just getting started here tonight, and already a title has turned. What's going to happen as this one continues on? Stay with us for more. All right, fans, the next title match on the line is the NWA Heritage Championship, currently the highest ranking singles title for championship wrestling from Hollywood, and that is currently owned by Uptown Andy Brown. He will be defending against not one but two challengers here tonight. These were the last two men in that 8-man When Worlds Collide Battle Royal that took place yesterday. Ken Anderson and Joey Ryan. Anderson won the whole thing. Joey Ryan was the last man standing for NWA Hollywood, so he has been included, and it is now a 3-way challenge match. The triple threat for the NWA Heritage Championship is next. The NWA Heritage Championship means a lot to us on the West Coast because that's quite honestly been the championship title that we have boasted.
Introducing the challenger from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 210 pounds, Joey Ryan.
Well, Joey Ryan, one of the more colorful personalities in professional wrestling. Controversial might be another. Joey definitely has his own style, and it's not for everybody. I don't mind telling you that, but he's also been a pretty successful in-ring competitor, and tonight he has an opportunity of a lifetime to become the Heritage Champion. Once again, the difference between the American Heritage and the NWA Heritage. In the overall ranking system, the NWA Heritage Championship is the #1 title on the West Coast, bar none. We are still trying to find out who Low-Key and Austin Aries will be going up against to claim the NWA Tag Team titles.
And
for Hollywood,
the challenger from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing in at 243 pounds, Mr. Anderson.
Ken Anderson, he was the man who won the Battle Royal, featuring 8 men, 4 from Power and 4 from Championship Wrestling in Hollywood. Well, he did pull off the big victory over Joey Ryan at the very end, but I'll tell you what, Joey Ryan was fighting 3 members and got it down just to the one. And now we're going to take a look at the reigning champion that he won't be coming in with the belt. Obviously, it's already hanging above the ring.
And introducing the champion from San Diego, California, weighing in at 230 pounds, He is the National Wrestling Alliance Heritage Champion, Uptown Andy Brown.
Well, there we take a look at him. Uptown Andy Brown, the reigning NWA Heritage Champion. The highest ranking singles championship, representing Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and it is the NWA Heritage title. All right, this one is officially underway. The bell sounds. Joey Ryan immediately attacking the champion, and now we'll see how much bad blood remains between Ken Anderson and Joey Ryan after that big battle royal just 24 hours ago. Actually, it was less than 24 hours ago, so when you talk about open wounds, both physically and literally, and the fact of the matter is Ryan is still nursing some wounds. He was busted open in that match, and it probably won't take a whole lot to see blood drawn on Joey Ryan here in this one, but it's a ladder match, so there's always going to be an element of danger as they have to somehow find a way to set that thing up, climb 15 feet in the air, and pull down that championship title. It's not going to be easy for anybody. Well, Joey Ryan, of all people, sets up that ladder first. And the two, you almost wonder if they won't be working together at some point in time in this match, as they both represent Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and you'd think there'd be a little bit of bragging rights here. Anderson ramming the hand of Joey Ryan into that ladder, perhaps trying to get that wound busted open again. And now Joey Ryan going all the way up very quickly, trying to secure the championship title. He's got it in his grip. Andy Brown is going to have to do something here as he's got the ladder. And Mr. Anderson takes out Joey Ryan, but then he in turn is taken out by Uptown Andy Brown, the champion. A lot of action is going to take place in a match like this one because you've got three guys. They're all legal at one time, but it's a matter of being the first one to secure the championship title and bring it down. So you really don't have friends. There may be some element of truth to what you were suggesting out there, that the two guys from Hollywood may band together just to take Anderson out for bragging rights. But at the end of the day, neither one of them can truly be friends with the other. Joey Ryan watching, and that's probably not the best idea for him, as Anderson had that title in his hands. Joey Ryan rakes the eyes, and now it's just him. Had his fingertips on the title, but just for a moment. And now Uptown Andy Brown with a tremendous tornado DDT. And now Andy Brown trying to retain his championship. Well, there's nobody even close to threatening to stopping him right now. He is working to release that clasp, and it can be tricky sometimes. They don't want you to be able to just yank it off. Joey Ryan now goes up there as well. And Ken Anderson working Joey Ryan off. Anderson almost pulled him down. Look at Joey Ryan ramming the head of the champion into the top of the ladder, and now Ryan pulled down. Mr. Anderson trying to take that ladder out, and he does. The champion hits hard. Uptown Andy Brown did land very awkwardly, and now there's a table ringside as well. Ken Anderson, he's going to be able to go up that ladder without anybody to bother him. And he's got the title in his hand. Will he be able to pull it down? Andy Brown and Joey Ryan, neither man looking like they're going to do anything to stop Ken Anderson. And I believe we've got a new champion. We do. Ken Anderson continues the streak of destruction.
Here is your winner and new National Wrestling Alliance Heritage Champion, Mr. Anderson.
Ken Anderson, the new champion. We have had 2 title matches. We have 2 new champions. Is this going to continue all the way through the main event? All right, fans, we are back, and it's time for another championship title match. Very unlikely tag team right here. Ricky Starks, Trevor Murdoch pulled off a huge victory 1 week ago as part of NWA Power, and that has given them this big opportunity. Well, I had an opportunity to watch that match, and I've got to tell you something right now. I'm very, very impressed with how these two guys work together. You look at Trevor Murdoch, of course, the son of the legendary Dick Murdoch. He's just like his father. He's a powerhouse, and then you have the speed and agility, the quickness, and the cunning of this new blood coming from Ricky Starks. But these two guys are going to be matching up against a couple of monsters right here. Zane and Dave Dawson. Well, Zane Dawson is by far a monster powerhouse, as is his brother. But they move pretty well for a couple of big guys, and that is why they were able to take those tag team titles away from the Rock and Roll Express. Well, I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I'd be betting on the champions to retain. Well, if they do, they'll be the first ones to do it tonight. 2 matches down, 2 new champions have been crowned. Fans, if you're just joining us, buckle up. This is a big one. for the NWA World Tag Team Championship.
Ricky Sparks, Trevor Moore, Dog, on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 453 pounds, Ricky Sparks and Trevor Moore, Dog.
They are the challengers.
Ricky Sparks, Trevor Moore, Dog, and their opponents at a combined weight of 570 pounds, they are the Tag Team Champions, Zank, Don, Sam, and Dave, Don, Sam.
Dave and Zane Dawson, they are the Tag Team Champions. They are a powerful team and a mighty obstacle to be dealt with. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, I can tell you that much right now. They're going to have their work cut out for them. Surprisingly, Ricky Starks, the smaller man, starting the fight for his team. I would have thought perhaps Trevor Murdoch. I would have hoped it would have been Trevor Murdoch, because right now it's going to be a whole lot easier if it was. Ricky Starks showing us why he has been counted out as the underdog for so many weeks and keeps on rising to the occasion. He may do it again here tonight, as he goes up against Zane Dawson, holds his own early on, even though he gives up over 100 pounds. Well, he was looking to make the tag right there, but that didn't happen. You know, if you're going to make the tag, you got to make the tag. Don't think about it so long, because the opportunity, man, it just passed you by. And that tag made by the champion. Brother Dave Dawson gets into the match. Oh, and look at this. Ricky Starks blocks the punch, retaliates with some of his own, and once again into the corner now. Tag is made. Trevor Murdoch comes in. Double back body drop. The big man just went crashing to the canvas. Goes to the eyes. Deep in the eyes right there of Trevor Murdoch, and you see how it affects him. He went for a big chop, but he didn't know where he was chopping at. He swung at the air because he couldn't see. Tremendous gutbuster right there by Dave Dawson. Now sends Trevor Murdoch into the corner. Overhead press, and I don't know the last time Trevor Murdoch ever felt that before. Well, right now, the size and strength, the big man for the challengers is having probably a little bit more trouble than the little guy did. Murdoch walking right into that big boot, but he retaliates, backs him up, and there's a tag made to Ricky Starks. Been a very good tag team match. Both teams getting frequent tags thus far. I wouldn't say either one has really successfully cut the ring in half, however. Well, no doubt about it. That is going to be one of the crucial factors as to who wins its matches, who's able to cut the ring in half, because when you do that, then you give yourself the best opportunity. We all know that. But thus far, neither team's really been successful, even though they've all managed to get frequent tags in. They may have to come up with a different formula for success in this match. Well, we keep mentioning thus far, every title on the line has changed hands. The Dawsons looking to break that streak. You also have to wonder, will Aaron Stevens be able to continue that streak tonight when he trades in? The Joker's wild briefcase, and now look at this, trying to get a submission out of Zane Dawson. That'll be new tag team champions, but he couldn't do it. Old school hold right there, and that Boston Crab on the big man. Sat down low on the back. And that's a smart move, because you'll know that's the kind of thing that's going to make
anybody given have an opportunity, tag out or submit, one or the other. And right now, Zane Dawson's very close. I don't know why they're not making an attack.
Dawson with a lot of weight come crashing down. If he would have done that to Ricky Starks, I believe the match would have been over.
I can't imagine Ricky Starks having to absorb a move like that one.
Tremendous gut busters. He just suplexed him gut first down across that top rope, but once again, Trevor Murdoch able to retaliate. And this time, as close as he was, Zane Dawson unable to make that tag. Murdoch balls him in with a hip attack into the corner. Oh my goodness!
Zane Dawson just sent Trevor Murdoch into the stratosphere and brought him down, but didn't stop the tag from being made. And now Ricky Starks, look at this.
Ricky Starks doesn't seem to understand there's a weight differential. However, Zane Dawson's gonna make him realize it. Big clothesline by Ricky Starks. And the tag was made just in the nick of time. And now Dave Dawson with a big boot.
He steamrolls him with that shoulder as well, man. And I'll tell you, Ricky Starks better start to figure this out.
Throwing him around like a rag doll. And now down for the cover he goes, hooks the leg.
2 count is all he's going to get, but it's very close. And Ricky Starks right now, the punishment and this big size differential starting to take effect.
Clothesline all the way to the floor he goes. And now Ricky Starks makes a big mistake.
Yeah, he thought his brother was just going to allow him to go up there and do God knows what from that top rope. Zane Dawson wasn't going to have any of it, but Ricky Starks able to make a free tag to Trevor Murdoch, and now Dave Dawson's going to have to face the fury of Murdoch.
A well-rested Trevor Murdoch now with the opportunity of a lifetime. His father, of course, a member of many legendary tag teams. Texas Outlaws along with Dusty Rhodes at a different point in his career. Cross ankle sweep, nicely done right there. And now Trevor Murdoch measuring with a big elbow. Hammering down with those fists into the forehead of Dave Dawson. Goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. I don't think you're going to get him that way.
Not good to get him that way, but the tag team champions right now, man, they are really reeling at this moment. I don't think they expected this kind of a challenge, but they probably should have. I'm starting to think that the streak continues here in this one.
He caught him with a big bulldog, hooks the leg. He got him! Unbelievable!
Man, I don't know what's going on here tonight at Wrestlecade. It must be something in the water. But we are seeing new champions every single time.
This has got to be considered an upset, though. Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch, these guys started out as opponents months ago, but there was a mutual respect. They came together at the last minute for a tag team qualifier, won the match, shocked the world, and now are the new
National Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch.
The Dawsons will have to go back and reevaluate the game plan. wrestling fans, we are back with more of Wrestlecade, the Super Show, here on the Nation Network. The first non-title match, the first match where the title won't change hands of the night.
Well, you know what? We look at the Beer City Bruiser. He came on the scene here as part of NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, making a very loud statement on what he's here for and why he's going to be the new champion at some point in time. But there's already a guy around here who's been working his way up that ladder who's also a big man, and that is Watts.
Well, the Beer City Bruiser said it was his fast track to the top. He was going to prove to everybody that he is the best of the big men here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Making his way to the ring from Wisconsin, weighing in at 389 pounds, Beer City Bruiser.
Well, no doubt about it, Wisconsin knows a couple of things about beer, and so does the Beer City Bruiser.
Well, he didn't get that body in the gym or the fitness center, that's for sure. But I can see him hanging out at the corner bar a few times, no doubt about that.
And his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 244 pounds, Watts.
Well, for those of you not familiar with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, this is the man right now who is basically in the batter on deck. The on-deck batter box, call it what you will. He's next in line for the Heritage Championship title shot. A lot of people thought he was going to get it here tonight, probably would have, if not for the Beer City Bruiser showing up, getting in his face, making him decide that he wanted to put this man in his place first and then pursue the title.
Well, that really says a lot about just how much or how personal this match is, that he felt so intrigued that he had to take care of this business and forego a likely opportunity at the championship. All right, bell sounds action underway, and these two mammoth men, both topping out near 7 foot tall, both weighing in excess of 300 pounds, collide in the middle of the ring, and neither one of them are going to be used to the beating that they're going to sustain in this one, because they are normally the big man in the match, and tonight each of them has an equal opponent. The referee just got in the way of a freight train.
The referee's got to be careful out there, because you've got, like you said, near 600 pounds, man, moving around the way these guys move. You don't want to get in the way.
And Watts went for a drop kick. Near 300-pounder going for a drop kick.
Yeah, but unfortunately didn't have any success with it. He missed his target. Beer City Bruiser tried. Look at that, no effect. Watts with a tremendous clothesline, and it didn't put him down. Now that is something he's not used to.
Yeah, I can imagine when Watts hits the average opponent with that clothesline, they go down. Overhead, belly-to-belly suplex. You've got to be kidding me.
Well, you know, you look at the Beer City Bruiser, and he doesn't necessarily look like a guy who's in great shape, but that doesn't mean he's not capable of wrestling you. He is. He's proving it.
And over the top rope, all the way to the floor. Down he goes. Referee watching the action. Look at this. These two men continue to battle outside the ring.
Well, referee's choosing not to count them out here. We want to have a winner, no doubt about it.
These two men tearing into each other. Watts hit him with a spinning back fist, had no effect. And the steel post finally brings one of these men down.
When it comes to flesh versus steel, steel wins every time. And right now, Watts is the man absorbing a lot more punishment. But I think that steel post might be too much for him to come back from, but we'll see.
Watts throwing the Beer City Bruiser back into the ring, and now the action back inside the squared circle, the only place where we can get a winner. Russian leg sweep perfectly executed right there by Watts. And now it may be time.
Watts has a series of moves that he can put you away with. He's got a power bomb second to none. He can choke slam the life right out of you. It doesn't matter. The Beer City Bruiser, though, he's got some pretty devastating maneuvers of his own. He'll bring that near 350-pound carcass of his crashing down across you, drive all the air and life right out of an opponent.
He's got Watts right now by the back of the head, walking him over towards the guardrail area. Now Watts fighting his way out. Both of these men exchanging blows here ringside. Once again, we're going to get a winner in this one.
This is that barroom brawl that you never really ever get to see, but you're looking at two of the biggest guys in the bar, and they are bellied up and they are ready to go.
Watts with a power slam. Safe to say the Beer City Bruiser hasn't been on the receiving end of one of those in quite some time, if ever.
No, I don't think so.
And now a second time. But he still comes back with more.
As much damage has been done to him by Watts, the Beer City Bruiser is still able to come back, and now look what he's done.
He just dropped Watts face first across the steel steps. Watts is the one who's been tasting the steel in this match, from the steel post to the steel steps. But both of these guys continue to go. They've taken each other's best. Beer City Bruiser trying to get his wind back in him, it looked like, outside the ring there. Perhaps of the two, I would definitely say Watts is in better physical condition, no doubt about that. He can probably do better as this match goes longer, and I think that's probably going to be something that negatively affects the Beer City Bruiser. Charges into the corner, and he caught him. Watts is down and perhaps out. Oh, no, here it comes. Tremendous elbow drop. Hooks the leg, and that might be all she wrote. Oh, he got a shoulder up just at the last possible moment.
Watts not done yet, but he's awfully close.
There's that sit-out choke slam, and I believe Watts is finished. No, he got a shoulder up.
Well, the problem with that move, it's not truly a pinning combination because you have no weight on top of your opponent to hold him down. Had he done that, even without hooking the leg, I think right now the Beer City Bruiser would be victorious.
Very possibly, we'll never know because it didn't happen, but right now Watts is still in this match even though he's barely conscious. Referee may want to check on him, see if he wants to continue. Miz open hand slap, and Watts puts him up. That could be it. Hooks the leg.
It looks like his foot's under the bottom rope.
He got him.
I think his foot was under the bottom rope.
We may get a look at this again, but, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Well, I guess not. Something going on with the truck right now. We don't have the replay. The Beer City Bruiser doesn't seem to be too happy with the outcome of this one. We'll try and get a replay and see if his foot indeed was under the bottom rope, as you say.
It looked like it to me.
Well, we may not have heard the last of these two big men. All right, fans, we are back, and this is perhaps one of the most intriguing matches for me personally. We will be now crowning tag team champions.
All the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 380 pounds, Austin, Eric, and the Warden, Loki.
The currently vacant tag team championships, I should say, that represent championship wrestling from Hollywood will be filled right here tonight. But we still don't know who the other team is going to be. Austin Aries and Low Key qualified with a big win.
Well, who is it?
Hold on just a moment. Oh my goodness!
Wow, man.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 487 pounds, Connor and Victor.
They call themselves apparently the Rise of Destruction. These men really need no introduction at all. They dominated the NXT Tag Team division for well over a year, and now have shown up as part of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Not me, that's for sure. I'll tell you, we knew that they had a qualified tag team that they had signed, but they wouldn't tell anybody who it was.
There are the tag team titles. Fans, I don't know what to say right now, but a loss for words. Now, we know this title's going to change hands because nobody currently holds it. If you're Nick Aldis right now, you've got to be nervous watching these matches with nobody retaining a title.
Well, you know what? When you're Nate Aldis, man, I think you just realize, hey, that's their problem. I take care of my own business. So I don't think he's going to be too concerned. But it's definitely something where you want to be the guy who breaks the streak at some point in time.
Well, the guy or the lady, because we've got the women's title on the line here in just a little while as well. Aries with a neck breaker here on the floor. Aries gives up a lot of size and weight to Connor. I mean, it's not even close. But for that matter, so does Low Key. There's no big advantage there. Tag is made, and now here comes Victor. A little closer in height and size. But there's no doubt whatsoever that Aries and Low Key are going to be the smaller guys in this match, no matter which two are in the ring.
He's doing a good job right now on Victor. He got him down. He's working the head, the neck area. He was stomping on him a moment ago. That's what he's got to do. He's got to really work him over. The more you keep him on the ground, the more you take away that height and weight advantage.
Now, that is definitely the name of the game right now. Pop the ears, nicely done. Austin Aries again takes it down to the ground, and look at this. He wants those tag team titles, and he might have them.
He's stretching him out pretty good. Referee is right there to see if he's going to give it up.
Somehow Victor survived, but it didn't look too good for a while there. The Rise of Destruction, I think they had the advantage in this one because at least they knew who their opposition was going to be tonight. But even with that advantage right now, not necessarily paying off too much. What a back kick right there by Low Key to the back of the skull.
And that's how you get a concussion right there, man. That's unprotected. And he caught him with that flat part of the foot, but he caught him flush.
Series of forearms now by Victor right into the back of Low Key. Jawbreaker, and that evens things up. Here's the tag made to Austin Aries, and now the double team coming up. Drop toe hold. Aries follows up with a big elbow. Lunging tag is made, and now Connor steamrolling through Austin Aries. Went for the drop kick, nobody home.
Oh, another drop kick, but that one caught him.
Indeed it did, and he follows up with a clothesline. Right now, Connor has nobody to tag to.
The hell was that? I don't know what Austin Aries was thinking with.
Big back elbow, nicely done again by Austin Aries. He's got Connor in the corner. Victor is just back up to his feet now. There's the Irish whip, hits the ropes. Spinning discus forearm right upside the head. We may have champion's crown right here. Yes! Call it an upset. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, they're not done. They're not done. They're sending a message out to this team. You're not going to come out here to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and take advantage of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Tag Team Champions, Low Key and Austin Aries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is for the NWA Women's Championship. Allison Kay, the former champion, going up against Thunder Rosa. This is her return title match. We saw them in a non-title match on NWA Power a week ago, and Allison Kay with a clean victory over Thunder Rosa. How does that affect the psyche of the champion coming into this fight?
Well, it's hard to be positive-minded when you just come off of a loss to the person who's about to get in the ring with you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the National Wrestling Alliance Women's Championship.
And we take a look right now at the former women's champion. A lot of people didn't think she would lose that title to Thunder Rosa. But that is exactly what's happened ever since then. Allison Kay is back to her winning ways. If she can pull it off tonight, she will keep the streak going. So far, not one champion has retained their title here tonight.
Yeah, pretty daunting when you start to think about it at this point in time. You've got only 2 champions left. One of them about to come through the curtain, and she's already lost to her opponent. The other one is the World Heavyweight Champion, and you can only imagine what's got to be going through his mind.
Thunder Rosa is going to be the smaller of the 2 competitors. However, she is a thoroughly trained mixed martial artist. She has had fights inside the octagon. She is as legit as it gets. The NWA Women's Championship. That is what they are fighting for.
Introducing the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, Alice N.K.
She is not happy being referred to as a challenger, how much I know that.
Introducing the champion from California, she is the National Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion, Thunder Rose.
Thunder Rosa, the champion, has recently aligned herself with Marty Bell and Melina in the NWA. Neither of those women here ringside, surprisingly so. Can Thunder Rosa snap this streak? Here at Wrestlecade, it has been an unbelievable night of action, wrestling fans. 2 handfuls of hair takes the challenger down quickly. Thunder Rosa not wasting any time. And I think she probably learned a valuable lesson in that recent loss she had on NWA Power. This is the mandatory return match. She wants to get it out of the way. She wants to get a victory so she can move along and get away from Allison Kay, which right now clearly is their biggest threat to that title reign.
There's a lot of talented women in the NWA, no doubt, that would be coming after that title no matter who wins here tonight. But Allison Kay, probably from an experience alone standpoint, has got to be considered the #1 threat.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. These 2 ladies going at it right here on the floor as the referee continues the count. Now, if you're Allison Kay, you've got to get back in the ring. You cannot win the title on a count out. You cannot win it by a disqualification, and the referee's count is up to 6 at this point in time.
Thunder Rosa throws her back in the ring. I don't know why she would want to necessarily do that, though. Because she will retain it on a count out. She will retain it on a disqualification. And you're coming off a match where you lost Allison Kay, so why would you want to bring it back in the ring where you could potentially get pinned or submit.
Hurricane Rana perfectly timed and executed right there. Thunder Rosa is a true competitor, though, by nature. I think she wants to prove to the world that she can beat Allison Kay not once, but twice. As she goes to work on that arm, and Allison Kay really feeling it.
I'll say I'm impressed right now. I really am impressed with Thunder Rosa. She's got a game plan, and she's executing it.
Went for the big kick, nobody home, and now Thunder Rosa's got her from behind. Tremendous belly-to-back suplex. You can tell that hurt her.
That is one of the stiff maneuvers. There's really not a lot you do to protect yourself on that. When you come down hard.
Punt right to the midsection, and Allison Kay absorbing a lot of punishment in this one. Now comes up with an arm drag, but she's going to have to come up with some answers right now, because up to this point in time, the champion is dominating the match. Thunder Rosa with the elbow right down into the shoulder. Now another punt to the ribs. Allison Kay fighting back, but at this point in time, it's not about offense as much as it is desperation. Nobody home. Back fist again. Allison Kay tying her up, much like heavyweight boxers would do when they're getting their clock cleaned. She's just trying to clear her head at this point in time, but I don't see a lot of offense coming out of her corner.
Well, right now, funny you mentioned it, she's finally put a few good moves together, including that one right there that may have just readjusted the back of Thunder Rosa.
Allison Kay finally using her size advantage. And now stretching her out. Referee is right there to ask her if she wants to give it up. Thunder Rosa will not. Fought way too long and way too hard to get the NWA Women's Championship. She's got the crucifix, shoulders are down, referee's right in position, 2 count only.
Man, that was close. Almost pulled it off.
Flying head scissor by the former champion, nicely done. Oh, and look at this, she wants her back up on her feet. And now it's Thunder Rosa having a lot of trouble getting back up. Irish whip shoots her off to the ropes, back out front. Thunder Rosa sidesteps whatever Allison Kay had in mind. Up in the air, here comes that Gory Buster. Yes! Some of that Latin heritage. Will it be enough? Oh my goodness, she almost got her. So close to a victory. Allison Kay now again, Irish whip. This time she connects. Spear by Allison Kay.
Man, she caught her right in the ribs, drove her hard into the canvas, and the champion is in trouble.
I have no doubt she is still feeling the effects of that spear, but she managed to muster up the strength. The adrenaline is a magical drug. And look at this, look at this! Allison Kay drives her into the canvas and maybe taking the women's title back. Referee counts 1, 2, and the shoulder comes off the canvas.
Man, I tell you right now, I thought Allison Kay was going to regain that women's title right there.
Well, that's how she did it on NWA Power a week ago. Couldn't hold the weight, and Thunder Rosa now ties her up. Rolls through the arm and now turns around and drives the knee again into the shoulder. Thunder Rosa perhaps Back to that game plan of working the arm. Tremendous clotheslines. And the champion with a drop kick.
Oh man, and she walked right into a Pele right to the face.
Thunder Rosa up across the back of Allison Kay, who deposits her across the top turnbuckle. The champion collapses. Nice deep arm drag right there by Allison Kay, taking the offensive momentum and using it against the champion. Stretching the arms and the back. Thunder Rosa is in trouble. Russian leg sweep. Oh, once again, the Gory Buster. There it is. Will the champion be able to retain? She hooks the leg.
Referee was out of position. That could be a big deal.
It bought her an extra second, and Allison Kay uses that time wisely. Oh, hold on, this is it. We know what she's gonna go for. The champion is up, and there's the double stomp. Will she retain? No! Allison Kay again manages to get the shoulder up.
I've got to tell you right now, how in the world was she able to do that? I have no idea, man. I've seen a lot of stuff going on. Oh, look at this.
Trying to get her to submit. Referee is asking Allison Kay if she's had enough, but she won't give it up. Thunder Rosa continues the assault on the arm of Allison Kay. Goes for the scoop, has her up. Fall away slam.
I'd have gone for the cover there. I believe she would have had her. She would have.
Tremendous DDT by the challenger. Oh, look at this. She's got her in the Cobra Clutch, and there's the slam. Hooks the leg. We might have a new champion. Neither one of these women will stay down. What a battle we've got going here as part of Wrestlecade.
They both had big opportunities.
Oh, that's it. That is it. Allison Kay is going to reclaim the women's title right here at Wrestlecade, and the streak remains. No champion has successfully defended their title here tonight.
Well, you know what? You take a look back at some of this match. Both these women, though, they really delivered their best. Several times over, it looked like the champion was going to retain. She learned lessons from the match she lost on television a week ago. Right there it was. I thought for sure it was over.
I thought so as well. I haven't seen too many people kick out of that.
Here is your winner and new National Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion, Kay.
Allison Kay, once again the NWA Women's Champion. What a battle we saw here for that title as part of Wrestlecade, fans. And then there was one. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship on the line in just a moment. Stay with us for our main event.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, fans. If things continue the way they have, we will have a new NWA World Champion tonight, and his name will be Shooter Aaron Stevens. What in the world?
Well, Aaron Stevens just came out, man, and he created all this green mist and stuff. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh, it is his sensei, the question mark. Aaron Stevens, third degree black belt in Mongrovian Karate. The question mark remains an enigma. We don't know where he came from.
He came from Monrovia, didn't he?
He may have. I haven't found it on a map yet, but he has definitely had quite the impact on Aaron Stevens. That is your challenger right now for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Gonna have his work cut out for him, though, ladies and gentlemen, because he is going up against the best in the world. Right there he is, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. And he is accompanied to the ring by a member of Strictly Business. That is Camille in the background, and she is a force to be reckoned with in her own right.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to talk to her earlier on tonight in the locker room, and I'll tell you right now, that is a powerful lady right there.
Nick Aldis looking at that NWA Championship. He's got to be asking the question, is this going to be the one match of the night where we break the cycle where champions are dethroned? Never seen anything like this before on a pay-per-view where every match, 6 out of 7 matches are championship title matches. Thus far, 5 of the 6 have resulted in new champions.
Yeah, to your point, that is very unusual. You watch them supercards all the time. You watch your WrestleManias, you watch your Starcades, you name it, you mention it, but you don't see all the titles changing. But right now, we're about to make history. Unless Nick Aldis has the answer, but nobody else has tonight. It's been Challengers Night.
Introducing the challenger from Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 247 pounds, Arn Stevens.
Aaron Stevens likes to call himself the Shooter.
Introducing the champion from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis is your NWA World Heavyweight Champion, 2 out of 3 falls. Fans, on our next edition of NWA Power, the Joker's Wild Briefcase will once again be held high above the ring. All right, here we go. 60-minute time limit as these two men go to hook up in the middle of the ring. Aldis going after the single leg. Down across the knee.
And the champion wasting no time whatsoever going after the challenger, and he is attacking that leg vehemently. He's got a game plan, we know that.
Aldis has got that clover leaf that he likes to use. Aaron Stevens now has got the champion up in the air, suplexes him down. A lot of effect that suplex had right there, as you can tell. Now Aaron Stevens rolls him up into a small package. Looking to steal the first fall. He got it. Oh my God, I thought he had him. 1 minute in.
That was a very long 2 count right there. Now Nick Aldis one more time attacking the knee. Smart move by Aldis. He's got to do it. Take out a leg of a karate guy, and that makes a big difference.
Each of these men have a representative, a second, if you will. Look at that nice block right there by Nick Aldis. And Aaron Stevens goes down again. Stevens getting dangerously close to Camille. 1 count, and he comes out the back door. Nick Aldis did not do a good job of pinning him, though. Didn't hook the leg.
Yeah, if you're going to try and take somebody out in a world championship match, for the love of God, please hook a leg. You know, you're not talking about going up against Joe Blow or, you know, some guy that lays carpet during the day, man. You're talking about a top contender, a name in the business. You got to try to put them away as if it really matters to you.
Another big neck breaker right there. Went for the clothesline, and Aaron Stevens got nothing but air. And now from the top rope, the champion comes down and nobody home. There's the roll-up, shoulders are down once again, and Nick Aldis gets out of trouble.
One more time going after that leg and that left knee, and he's really done a lot of damage to the leg, and right now, you can't help but wonder how much more he can do. Oh, nice move.
It was out of self-preservation, but Aaron Stevens back body drop Nick Aldis, but the champion is still in control right now, choking him out in the corner right in front of his sensei. Aldis shoots the half. Doesn't hook the leg, only gets a 1 count. Words right there. Perhaps some strategy tips being shared. Oh, he just struck the steel with his head on the way down. Question mark helping him back to his feet. But you can see Aaron Stevens is definitely groggy right now. Aaron Stevens with a DDT on the champion here on the floor. And now he sends him hard into the steel steps.
Then they are going to work on one another here on the floor.
Aaron Stevens is in control at this moment. Stevens has him.
Oh, what a move! Went for the DDT, returns the favor. Does the champion, and now both men were counted out. Double count out, that means the first fall goes to nobody. And now Aaron Stevens in trouble, using those back elbows as was taught to him by his sensei. Big forearm. Oh, and look at this, he busted him open. The champion is bleeding. Well, the national treasure is in trouble right now, and he knows it. One and a half count right there. Nick Aldis, blood streaming down the face of the champion. Shoulder block nicely done right there. Aldis brings him up off the canvas. Jiu-jitsu style throw. Again, some of the training that I am sure he has received. Aldis dangerously close to the question mark. He better be careful. Tremendous neck breaker, and now Nick Aldis is in trouble. Camille looking on from outside the ring. I am sure she's coming up with some words of wisdom. There it is! He got him! Wait a minute. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Wait a minute. There's gonna be confusion around this one, but we've got a new champion. The first fall was a count out. The streak appears to be alive, and Aaron Stevens has cashed in the Joker's Wild briefcase to become champion.
Here is your winner and new National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion,
Aaron Stevens is the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. It's a clean sweep for the challengers here tonight. Fans, thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network. This has been Wrestlecade.